folks, today we're going to demonstrate the power of PowerShell. If you're not familiar with it, this isn't exactly going to be an intro course, it's just a quick demonstration. So one of the many things that you have available to you is the commandlet invoke SQL command. And we'll pass into that a server instance, just the local instance in this case, give it a database, I'll give it master, and a query. And then it will run that query in that database on that instance, and then we'll pipe the results to a format table. FT is just shorthand for format table, so that the results are nice and pretty. So let's go ahead and run this for starters. And yeah, it went to the local instance on this box and said, oh, you're looking for the database name from systable and other stuff from tables where the name is like backup. Oh, cool. Well, that's we're just going to display those two things in this nice, pretty format. That's really cool, but I totally could have opened up Management Studio and typed a select statement. Not a big deal. It gets cooler though. Let's uncomment this and recomment that. So now we're going to plug in some variables. So we give a variable for server, for databases, and for query. Nothing much so far. We're just kind of reformatting what we did above. Same exact thing, invoke SQL command, but this time we're passing in the variable for server, local, variable for databases, master, and the variable for query. This is the exact same thing. It's going to do the exact same thing. Cool. No big deal. Right. It gets cooler. What we can do is, instead of just passing in one database, we could pass in several. We could pass in 100 if we wanted to. This is the first change we've made in this segment. And the other change is, here is our original command with the format table and everything. It's fine. But there are two little changes. There's this guy, and then there's what on earth is going on here. What this does, it says, okay, so for databases, I'm going to grab that and pipe it to a for each. This is shorthand for for each. So for each thing it finds from databases, it'll run this command. And once again, our little shorthand $_ means, okay, whatever the current iteration of what we're talking about. So this is the current iteration of databases. So first it'll do master and plug that in for database, and then model, and then MSDB. So we run that, and sure enough, it has gone in and said, oh, okay, you were looking for things called backup in master, got those. Things called backup in MSDB, got those. There's apparently nothing like that in model, which is good. You can start to see how this would get really exponentially awesome because, well, I mean, you can do the exact same thing. If I had access to several servers, server 1, server 2, and so forth and so on, we could do the same thing again and say, all right, I'm going to go ahead and pass in servers to a for each. Let's see, it's backwards. There we go, and do that whole thing. So on 1 to 100 different servers, search however many databases you want for a particular thing. That's not too bad. That's pretty cool. I would have to, by the way, alter that and say, okay, add that server name as server. But yeah, PowerShell's pretty nice. So play around with it in a safe way. Okay, selects only if you're just starting out, no updates, no deletes, nothing like that. And yeah, tell me what you think in the comments.